Welcome back, everybody. We're here again with Nakita, and we're going to learn more about her relationship with Christ.
But it's that feeling that you have on the inside in your heart, and like, knowing that He carries you.
Yeah. It's like you just know that He's there. Because it might have been a relationship or something that had happened that you know you couldn't have the strength to get out of. Yeah. Only God could have got you out of that.
Definitely.
Amen. Mm-hmm. Amen. So Nakita, what are some daily struggles that you find yourself in that you could not overcome without the strength of God?
Interesting question. A daily struggle that I still encounter is when it comes to my relationship with people here in the world. Whether it's people that haven't accepted Jesus yet or people that do. And for me, the struggle is mostly, like recently, for example, I started opening up to be open to have a relationship again. But the hardest thing was being with somebody that wasn't as far in their faith with their relationship with God as me. And that really brought conflict, because as a person that I'm changed now and accepting God in my life, I really don't try to be as much into the world anymore. And so the struggle for me was realizing, okay, this person is not benefiting me in a positive way, and I should, release myself out of the relationship. And if I look at myself 2 years ago, I would have still, lingered in the relationship and say, well, he's gonna change, or I'll wait. But I just realized, God has a timing for everybody, and maybe that person is not ready to accept God fully. And I should not wait, because I should not stop my growth with God. So that was something that I really struggled with. And I think as I go in life and being open again in the future to relationship, I really noticed that my standards are now, I want to have somebody that understands why do I have a relationship with God, as opposed to defending my relationship with God. Mm-hmm. So that's one of my struggles. So
do you find yourself wanting like a husband or a boyfriend? Is that a constant thing?
Interesting. No, it's not like a want. It's not something that I'm searching like, oh my goodness, I really want to have a boyfriend, or I want to be in a relationship. Of course, it's nice to have somebody that you come home and you can have dinner with and have a support system and somebody who encourages you. But I still get that encouragement and support from friends and family and people from church. So it's not a feeling that I feel the need that I need to be, with somebody. Mm-hmm. And having a relationship with God, the more I'm growing in that, the more I realize, what, God is love, and that's where I'm getting my love from. I don't need to seek it in, a relationship with a man. I feel like as long as I know what God means to me, and I know that He loves me, then that already completes me. Having a relationship with somebody, yeah, it's great when I'm ready for it. But right now, I'm actually good, and it's nice to actually be single and just experience God with other people and friends.
So what would you say to the females that don't have a man and they feel really lonely? And they could be Christian, they might not be Christian, but what would you say to them?
I would say for the ladies, just realize that you're never alone. The moment you realize that God is in your heart, you never have a reason to feel alone. Yes, you might feel alone physically, there's not somebody next to you, but I think if you're mentally strong and you know that in your heart, you already feel warm and good on the inside by what God can do for you, then you don't even feel that you need to, fill up that feeling of emptiness, whatever it is that you need a person to fill it. I think whatever you feel on the inside, you should be fulfilled by God first, and then you're ready to love anybody.
If a female was feeling lonely, mm-hmm. what could they do to feel comforted from God? What's some steps that they could do in their daily walk?
For me, and how I handled it when I did feel like that in a moment in life, I think I engaged myself with a lot of people that already surround themselves with people that want to know about God, that are trying to grow more in their relationship with God. And for me, the place was, for me, Crossover Church. People, that had study groups or spending time there. Even days when I would go to church, service is done, you still hang around with everybody. And I think choosing to surround yourself with people that want best for you, because sometimes your environment does matter and who you hang around with.
Yeah, and then also if if they're by themselves or they can't get somewhere that day, they could say, hey, it's really important that your daily devotional that you have with God, like just spend time reading the Word and praying, and because we always have to reassure ourselves, even when nobody else is around. It's like just really need that confidence to mentally say, okay, this is the direction I have to go. I gotta tell you, God, how I feel today, and I need you to reassure me that you're in control, even though everything's not always looking right.